Okay, what is one of the, no doubt, one of the oddest sessions I've had here. We're going in back in, we've dug out the old VR. When and why? Oh, don't do that. I not got it. Well, I've lost my mouse pointer. What the hell's that on screen? Oh, I know what that is. Do you think this was a mistake, is the question. Because I keep losing my mouse pointer. There we go. Right. Let's get to the chat window. No chat on YouTube, I can just about see. Oh, that's going to keep doing that, is it? Okay, well, let's pull it all back down a little bit. And do you think this is a good idea? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. There we go. Right, we've got a bit of focus on that. Seen 9 people on the server so far. We've got a little bit of practice, so I've got time to sort myself out. There we are. Right. Get my qual set up in. Now the downside at the moment is I can't have my little track map up. See where everybody is. But no worry. Let's get going.
Air and track temps are decreasing. Air temp is now 15. The track temperature is now 25 Celsius. Pit exit's clear.
These wing mirrors are a bit useless. All we can really see is the side of your side pods. Malik's 8 seconds behind. Okay. No real times on the board yet, just 2:30s. So my best round here is a 2:54.3, which I did just before joining this session. And I went on setup exchange. The most popular setup indicated the driver had done a time of 1:50. Give you an idea.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. The leader has just done a 1:53.4.
Of how far off we are. Yeah, it's a second faster than I can manage. Well, Van der Hoeven, I think, was quickie last week as well. I'm a second off his time. He's on mediums as well. I could have my work cut out. Everybody else is another 53.6 for George Silver and a 57 then for Joe B. So I've really got to pull it out and get a 54 at least. The other issue I've had on this track is a lot of spins.
6th place.
Going off and all sorts of shenanigans. Getting a pretty decent frame rate though. About 70 FPS at the moment. Considering the computer's chewing on OBS and running this and showing a desktop in here. Has a lot to do. Bit of gravel then, that won't help.
The leader has just done a 1:52.9.
Looks like we're heading towards the 54s if we can keep it up. Oh, that turned in too early. It's lost us a bit of time. We're in the 55s now. No improvement behind the top two. It's okay, I find, to do VR with AC. The game is very old now, so with modern hardware able to keep up. On top of it, the frame rate performance is usually pretty good. Oh, I just did it. 54.9. Even with that mistake, so what I do find with VR is it just feels very isolating. I don't drag it out too much, having paid all that money for it. I didn't pay too much for it, really. I got this headset for just 500 quid or so, but it's the investment in hardware I've made to try and keep up with it. I kept upgrading everything, trying to improve the performance. Way beyond
Leader's just done a 152.7.
what you'd really need for triple screens. And VR is still lagged behind a little bit. Wow. It's looking good so far. No changes really. Oh my god. At the moment it says we're going to push into the 53s. I don't know if these tracks have got a higher grip setting or something than I do in my practice sessions, but it's a long 53 behind George Silva.
That was a new personal
8 seconds to go.
Now 1.1 seconds off the pace. You've just done a 153.8.
Chris Overstreet's popped up with a 55.
me, Murray Walker, bringing you live, uninterrupted commentary as it happens. The sun's shining and it's a beautiful day for motor racing. He's moved up into third.
Ned Evans got 56. Oh, I'm going to have to work out on this one. DRS a 57. Nogueira up to that time. Sandbagging. Off the pace a little bit here, not over and out of fuel as well. Yeah, definitely wasn't paying attention then. Yeah, don't exit, that'd be a bad idea. Ooh. So it's very close then. 52, a 53.4, a 53.8 for me, 55 for Chris. 56.5, a 57, 57, 57 and a 58. Whereas old Nogueira still not set a time. Nogueira? I don't know, he keeps grumbling about how I pronounce his name. You have to live with it. You've only got a couple more rounds to go. I might even have to skip a round or two. There could be stuff coming up I might have to attend to. Let me know in the comments as well if you prefer triple screen or VR. Oh, is he having real trouble, or is it just he's having trouble pulling a lap together? I don't know if he's having technical problems or just struggling a bit with the track. Still in practice session. Move it out of the way a little bit. Oh, lack of control is... this track is quite tricky really in this car. If you touch any of the curbs you'll spin out quite easy. And then sometimes you'll spin out quite easily anyway. If I make it through this race without spinning, I'll do well. But it looks like there's very little, slack you can show, or you'll be overtaken by everybody. Oh no. Naguira has left the session. I think he's intending to rejoin. He's not got long though. Another 6 seconds and we'll be in the quali. And quali has commenced. I'll let everybody charge out. Although we had trouble with this last week, didn't we? It wasn't a good plan. Okay, let's get going.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. Okay, Stevie. We've got 9 minutes to do the business.
Something's happened. The yellow flags are out.
Didn't take long. So things I've found out about this car. Something to do with Fiat Abarth. So it's a bit like Junior Renault, Formula Renault series and Formula Ford or whatever. Obviously being Italian. Can't have any of them foreign French or English or Americans, really, in the case of Ford. So it's Fiat Abarth. And there was a comment that you got to keep the engine revs high. Let the engine revs drop and it loses all power. That's the corner I'm having the most trouble getting right. Lose a lot of time there. Usually, of course, the big challenge with Monza is getting through T1 in one piece. Especially in VR, you don't get the virtual mirror in VR, which actually makes it harder. Because these wing mirrors are hopeless, so I've got no real idea what's going on behind me. All you mostly see is your own side pod. It's a worry. Taking 1.5 seconds out of Andreas ahead of us there in one corner.
I think there's some kind of incident. I can see yellow flags.
Yellow flag.
Oh, shit, put me off. You went straight through, scary.
This lap won't count. You've cut the track.
Stop looking at other people.
It's just done a 2:00.6.
How are we doing for fuel? 3.9 litres. 2.3 a lap. Only got one more lap, then we'll have to box. Well, maybe tucked up too close to Malik now.
The guy ahead has just done a 2:12.7.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a real problem. Only 2 seconds from Malik. Yeah, RBI on the guy who'd gone off in the middle into Ascari instead of on the corner, and that's going to have messed it up completely. Not doing a particularly fine job this lap.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
Well, let's box. Let's just go back to the pits and go out again. I just caught him up straight away, haven't I? And it's not going to go well from that. So let's just go straight back out. Ooh, get all of it. There we go.
It exit is clear. Don't cross the line. The leader has just done a 1:53.1.
Come on, what are you doing? Eventually at a standstill.
P8.
3 minutes, so there's nothing like putting pressure on yourself. Not particularly awesome times going down. Van der Hoeven's done a 52, there's a 54 and a 55, so could be up there if I got my act together. Technically I can do faster than a 54 one, but
The leader has just done a 1:52.4.
There must be an accident. The yellow flags are out.
P10. Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. Alright Stevie, 5 minutes of fuel remaining, 5 minutes. Yellow flag.
We're through. Bloody hell. Not doing a very amazing time though. Could be down in 5th. Oh, now it's dropping now.
You've got half your fuel left.
It's 33. I'll get another bite of the cherry. We've got just enough fuel. Let's put us third.
Right.
Chris is close, but it's in the pit, so won't get to go again. So we can find half a second. We'll get to second. But braking way too early for. That's really blown it. We'll brake way too early. My brain was going in too many different directions. We're half a second down instead of half a second up. Maybe we should hold on to third though.
Two litres left. Very little fuel left.
I've done a good recovery. Only 1/10 down on my best. And we're improving. Oh, what might have been, eh? Had I not messed up the first corner.
That's the end of the session. P3.
Yep, P3. I don't know if Naguera is pleased with what he did, or what somebody else did. He just said, what a lap. Right. Triple check the fuel. 30 litres, 13 laps. I'm going to panic again. Let's put in 14 laps worth. We have gone a little bit quicker. 15 laps worth. That's probably quite a heavy car now. Medium tyres because there's no way softs can last. I did a 20-minute race against the AI and I had no tyres. I think I had a flat tyre by the end of lap 10. I think I panicked too much the other way. Let's drop it back down 13 laps worth of fuel. $14 laps. We'll compromise at 14 laps of fuel.
The lead car's pitting.
Third.
Okay, Stevie, get ready.
See what people do. I know where I go with softs for this race. The entire wear rate's 8%, but there was absolutely nothing left of them. It's like, well, cost me a bit of lap time. Now I've got 34, I think. Still seen quite a few on softs. That's brave. Well, let's hit drive.
Floor it, green, green, green.
Well, 3, 2, 1, okay.
decent start. We can build something from here.
Checking the gap behind. It's pretty stable at just over a second. It's rock solid at 1.3 seconds. I've increased it a little bit. A little lifts in Ascari aren't helping. 2 seconds now, the gap to Silver ahead.
That lap time was 1:54.9.
Looks like I'm getting a little bit of time for the first chicane. Can't take that chicane in third, but I've found with the mediums
Silver ahead is increasing. It's now 2.4.
it's quite a bit sketchy with the mediums. It's pretty easy with the softs. And it's a bit of a risk in the race, really. Yeah, gap's 2.7 behind at the moment, but that might be he's getting around the corner.
Okay, Stevie, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. This is good. Keep banging out them lap times. The gap behind is now 2.3.
It's not a lot if I make a mistake, which I've done a lot in this car on this circuit.
The leader has just done a 1:53.0. That lap time was 1:54.6.
Chris was a 55.1. It's going to be hard to keep pushing like this though. Now Silver ahead's on the softs, so the latter half of this race will be interesting. Because I had nothing at the back, no rear tyres at all. But I've noticed tyre wear's down to 80% on the race server. Maybe I need to set that up myself, eh? I thought this wasn't a strong lap, 0.2 down. And that was weak as well. Slow lap. Half a second slow at the moment and going backwards. Chris has come back 2 seconds. There's the gap. Ooh, go on. Yeah, that was weak as well. Leaning a lot on the tyres going through Parabolica. That was a pretty slow lap, that 55.2. 55 dead for Chris.
The gap behind is now 2.2.
Strong first chicane. It's Lesmo 1 and 2 I'm struggling with the most. Not brilliant. 0.3 down. Just lacking confidence through them because I've had so many spins touching them inside curbs.
P3.
Gap ahead now 6 seconds with those weak laps.
The leader's just done a 152.7.
Pretty quick.
Ahead has just done a 153.0. Alright Stevie, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
We're in the 55s. 55 dead then.
This is now Silver. Minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Halfway home.
It was a bad lap for Chris though, he had a 56.2 I think. Computer's showing we're short of fuel, I hope it's wrong. Sure, we started with 35 litres, we've got 20 left and we're 9 minutes to go, so we should be okay.
The gap behind is now 3.0 seconds. The leader has just done a yellow flag.
It's gone very wide there, there's Nogueira. He's going back to the pits. No.
The lap time was at 1:54.9. On your right. Right
I'd say
clear.
lifting too much there. Yeah, very good of him. But he lost a shit ton of time then, he lifted loads. I was got over, car behind. You need him within under a second away from you before you have to start thinking about giving weight. Really. Second is feeling a bit too much there. A bit too safe. Because we are gaining a lot of time by using third. Okay, 10 seconds now it is ahead. But we only got 7 minutes to go. I wonder how his tyres are doing. Mine are really solid. 100% of the front and 90% of the back. Chris keeping me very honest, the gap's still just 3.2 seconds.
Yellow flag. There's an incident in Curva Parabolica. It looks like it's silver.
Oh, this is for P2.
Car left. Clear left.
Wow. I had to turn up for the books.
Okay, Stevie, you've used half your fuel.
Oh, this could get. Hopefully, there's no sketchiness. If those softs are holding together, plus given the fact he's faster anyway,
Don't let him through.
he'll have a real pace advantage over me. A sensible thing to do would be to have a go out of Ascari on the way to Parabolica, because you get a good tow. These cars respond well to a tow. It's the safest option as well. Trying to attack into Ascari is just going to be a world of pain, because there's a very narrow line through there. I think he'll have a go up the inside into Parabolica.
Looking good for a podium.
Here he comes.
Right side. Clear right. On your left. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. He's still there.
Neck and neck.
Still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
Ooh, he has got the inside for the chicane.
Push now. The guy behind is catching. right. Hold your line.
Got a big advantage now for Ascari.
Still there. Clear right. Oh, Stevie.
Probably just lost concentration for a moment, and that was it.
On your right. Clear right. Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Well done, mate. That was great. Car right. Hold your line. Right side's clear. Car right. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. Clear right.
It's just us now. I don't know. Overstreet's faded, fallen back. Ladeiros is ahead of him.
Car right. He's still there. Clear right. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
He went a long way off then.
Car left.
The Racelab really slowed him down.
Still there. Still there. Clear left. Sweet pass, mate.
This is very cat and mouse.
Incident in. Cover parabolica. It looks like Joe, left side. He's still there. He's still there. Clear left. Left side.
Because these cars get such a good tow.
Clear left.
If I overtake him, he gets a tow. And if he overtakes me, I get a tow. Whoops.
Clear left. Last lap. Looking good for a podium. Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
I'm trying to figure out if I get ahead now, will he be...
Car left. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Oh, that might have done it, that. I had to pull up sharpish, otherwise I'd have run into the back of him, and that's just giving him a length or two. Oh, that wasn't good either. I think he's got enough distance there. So going through the chicane, I was going to do an switchback, but he was because of the way he went in, he was quite slow in the middle of a chicane.
The gap to Silver ahead is increasing.
And you only need to lift, or I get even braked a little bit to avoid hitting him, and that was it. He's got enough lengths that I can't get back at him. Good race though. Something to do there, the last few laps, a bit exciting.
Well done, Stevie. Great drive. That's a podium.
Well, qualified third, finished third, and interesting fight with George there.
Car right.
Scoot on back to the pits. all that trouble I went to oh, I've lost my mouse pointer. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hello, mouse pointer. Yeah, it was a good race. Is it George or George? George. Right. Next is Mazda's on Thursday. Will we be in VR? Will we not be in VR? We'll have to skip it. Could be a chance I might have to skip it. And I've got to go and practice. It turns out I'm doing an endurance this weekend. For those that don't know, I have a bit of an endurance team from ACC, an Apex Online Racing. And one of the drivers, they've got 3 cars entered for an endurance season coming up. I wasn't going to bother because I don't do ACC much anymore these days. But one of the drivers broke his collarbone yesterday, so has to drop out. So they've got a bit of a problem. So I'm stepping in to drive at Spa in one of the cars. So I've got a 10-hour endurance on Saturday, and I've got to go and go practice for that now. Right, I'll see you on the next one. Cheerios and bye-bye. He said, looking for the buttons. Where's the buttons? Where's OBS gone? Where's OBS gone? Oh, it's just so slick.